I think currently now this protest has entered into a stalemate because honestly, there's nothing much that the protesters can do.
I think I'm keeping very positive on the current situation. Maybe there's still a flood of PLA coming to Hong Kong, but as you can see all over here is very peaceful protesters which represent the majority of Hong Kong, although there is still some violence.
Honestly, I think a lot of my friends and I are quite tired. I think we're all trying to make our voices heard and hopefully the government would respond to our demands.
We have already tell them what we want. However, the government keep annoying us and we have to protect our city.
And that our demands are very clear and the ball is in the government's hand. The responsibility is in the government's hand. My biggest concern is, even as part of the protesters, I'm not sure which way the protest is going to head to.
I think the biggest worries is still whether there will be very violence from the Hong Kong police or even the violence from the PLA. That will be the biggest concern for Hong Kong people.
What will the protesters or what will the police do in the future if the government doesn't do anything to, try to alleviate the situation or mitigate the situation? And I think this concern is in everyone's mind.
But things has evolved so much that the acceptance of the violence from the protester is getting more easy with the majority.
I'm scared about the police putting a lot of tear gas or firing us. Actually, we are all scared caused by the police.
Because after all, this kind of violence will make the whole Hong Kong people to be even more, I would say, angry or upset, and make the confrontation even bigger than before.
What I think is if the movement turns out to be like we could reach nothing and none of our demands are being met, then I'm quite worried that a lot of people would be even more in despair and disappointed.
Our parents will scared that we will caught by the police also.
I worry the most about people on the front line, like people who are willing to stay till the end or at the very front line of the clashes.
I'm scared that I can't go home every night. Like every time I come out, I have to worry about can I go home on that night.
Most people would be worried about them because we have seen what have happened in previous protests, how police have been beating up protesters, using a lot of tear gas and pepper spray, projectiles and all those, they said non-lethal weapons, but we see a lot of damage and a lot of injuries have happened.
But before it, I don't want anyone else be arrested by the police or anything. I don't want anyone hurt already. It's cruel that I don't want anyone hurt already.
As long as they don't answer to our demands, it's going to be, the protesters will continue to come out?
I think the protest is going to continue for some while until the government meets any. Honestly, I think even if the government will just meet one of the demands, a lot of people would say, okay, I'll take it for now and go home and get some sleep.
And the government is still very hard on their stance of not doing anything to resolve the whole situation. So I think in terms of future, I'm quite pessimistic, but we can only do what we can do.
I think we will success. I believe we can.
Nobody knows what is going to be. But however, all the people that still here, they're not looking to be not in like one country, but they want to keep the two systems as promised. So this is the original thoughts of the protester, I guess.
So I'm afraid it still has to be a long battle ahead for Hong Kong, like the whole Hong Kong people.